Guys, we have
150.
terrible news. Uri is
back. I'm back. The
He
Legend
just
King is
peaked the
back.
mic
iconic,
so much.
the iconic glue. Sorry, the iconic glue.
We
of
love
the
this guy. We
The
love this
iconic glue
guy.
of the Celsius
We love our
podcast
coworker,
is
guys.
back. The only good member. I'm sorry, Nicola. Bring in your girl. Bring in the
No.
babe. Bring in.
No.
Who's the babe?
No.
Who's the babe?
No, that is not happening.
Don't come
Who's
in.
the babe?
Don't come in.
I can try to get
It's-
other people. I can try to get other people from my floor, but we're not having any reoccurring people.
Babe, don't.
It's strange. All of Nicola's friends suddenly stop appearing once Uri's back. So I'm
I
not
know,
really
it's
sure what
so
to make of that.
weird.
So this, guys, is Uri's episode 150. It's just about me. I'm saying my entire adventure from, at least in movies and TV show wise, maybe some stories here and there.
I'd love to hear some stories.
Yes.
From getting to Australia to coming back today, basically. I arrived at 7 a.m.
Wow.
You watched
Okay, but you're forgetting something really
random
important.
Australian films.
You're
Yeah,
forgetting something really important, though, which is
What?
that it's currently 69 degrees in Daytona Beach, California, and not Daytona Beach, California, Daytona Beach, Florida, and it's 90% humidity.
It
Wow.
is. All right. Well,
Does that mean...
wait. It is currently
Does that mean you're hot,
34 in
Nicola?
Boston and raining.
It's 50 in Palo Alto. And Uri, I don't know if you have it up in your phone, but I have it up for you. This is the final day we're going to do it. We're going to roll right into it. It's 78 degrees in Sydney, Australia. And you know what? That's the lead-in for the Uri Pow Pow. Pow! Pow! Hit the graphic.
Put the graphic for the final time.
Yes.
For the final
time.
This episode is just going to be called Uri's Pow Pow. It's Uri's Pow Pow. It's time. I don't even need Letterboxd open. None of this matters. It's all about him.
Featuring Uri.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Uri's Pow Pow was only maybe the 5th rendition in the name. There was other names like Uri's Jerk Off, Uri's Jerk.
We
Uri's
did
Circle
work
Jerk.
through all of these. Behind
And
the
unfortunately,
scenes.
the only one that worked really well
Uri's
was
Pocket Pussy movie theaters. I didn't like that
I
one.
liked that one too. That one is good. We should have done that one. That's my bad.
But guys, so like a YouTuber, I'm gonna be chronicling you the entire saga.
Story time.
Get ready with me. Get ready with me.
And I think I know what the first movie is that you watched. So I have the whole list of movies that you watched up. I don't know about shows. You're gonna have to fill us in for that one, but I have every movie.
Okay, so the first thing I watched was the last movie I watched in theaters here was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
we remember.
We watched it, me, Beck, and Nicola.
That was a while
without
And we
ago.
didn't include the fourth guy. We didn't
And
include the
so-
random guy.
And so I went on the flight, and so guys, I've learned that on flights, I've been having a hard time actually watching movies and TV on flights.
I've had the
And
same
so I
thing.
can only I can only sleep now and maybe listen to some music.
Hmm.
But it's a 15-hour flight. It's a direct flight from San Francisco to Sydney. I'm a
Wow.
little anxious. I'm gonna spend 4 months in Sydney. 4
Mhm.
months.
Mhm.
So I get there. We get into a nice hotel, and in the hotel, I watched 2 comedy specials from this comedian Taylor Tomlinson, and she's pretty funny. I like her stuff, and so that's what I watched. Pretty fun because as I told Aiden and other guys, I wanted to get into more comedies. I want to watch more stand-up specials.
Mhm.
And this was kind of my start of it, and I was thinking, and then for actually quite a while, maybe a week or something. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for us who watch a lot of movies, it has to be quite a long time. That you guys have already seen Fantastic Four by this point.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I have to watch Fantastic Four before it leaves theaters, and so I go to an IMAX theater
Ooh.
and I watched Fantastic Four.
Wow.
Which was interesting. It was good, but it's honestly not the movie I would have watched in over this entire thing, I would not have watched Fantastic Four in IMAX. I probably would have watched something, I don't know, something better. I think.
Okay.
Than Fantastic, because it's a good movie. It was a good movie, but it was not like amazing. It was like a good like standard like kind of Marvel thing. It's not a groundbreaking Marvel. It was like an okay, nice Marvel movie. You know.
Sure.
It was not like anything like I think amazing, but it was like enjoyable for what we got. I mean, I think right now with Marvel, I think it's a really delicate spot because like now we have this whole thing with like the Doomsday Avengers Doomsday. You know?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
trailer's gonna play before the new Avatar. I heard.
Yeah.
So none of us are going to be able to see that trailer. That's interesting.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna buy a ticket to Avatar, watch the trailer, and then leave.
Beck, what a
Beck,
you're making me
you're an
drink
idiot.
now. God.
Yeah.
Take a shot, bro. Take a shot. That's a good way to start it. That's a good way to start it.
I just don't want to sit through another 3.5 hour Avatar movie. That's my bad.
Okay, guys, I'm making a vodka soda for myself
Ooh.
because that's
Oh, isn't just taking a sip?
no. I'll take like a chug or something. But
Take a shot. Take a shot to start it off strong.
This
Take a
guy's like
shot.
not even just doing shots. He's like making it a fancy shot.
He's like
Yeah.
making like an entire. He's like whipping up an entire cocktail in the background. He's like, oh,
okay.
half a shot.
Yeah.
Bottoms up. Oh, plugging
Bro,
your
it's
nose.
vodka.
Oh.
Bro, it's vodka.
Oh God.
Bro's acting like he's never had vodka before.
Beck, shut the fuck up.
We might be drinking a bit hard tonight,
Ooh.
guys. Oh.
Anyway, sorry, my TV turned on.
Mm.
Beck, don't say any more dumb things, okay? Actually, not that bad. It's like a vanilla vodka, so it was actually pretty nice.
Oh, you should have gotten just plain
Just
Belvedere.
plain vodka.
Plain Belvedere. Have it in the fridge overnight or in the freezer overnight, so now it's nice and cold today. Belvedere, my beloved, bro. Belvedere. That
Okay.
and Grey Goose, but I think Belvedere is a bit better than Grey Goose.
Okay, and so I have a class. So, guys, this might have been one of the easiest semesters of school, like for me. Like I
That's
had
good.
such little classes. I ended school basically in like early October. And
Wait, why are you still here? Why were you still there for like a month and a half?
I had an internship I had to finish, and I
Oh.
had other things because but there's no fucking reason to go back in fucking October. What am I gonna do for like 2 months here? So, well, I'm starting. I live in like an apartment, and like it's like I have a room, like 5 roommates, and like in the first like 2 weeks, I like started to become friends with some of my roommates. But we like after like 2 weeks, we just like stop talking to each other, and we don't talk to each other the entire rest of the
Damn,
semester.
bro had a
Amazing.
mini freshman friend group that just blew up.
It kind of feels like a mini freshman year and like a mini college experience all in 1 year because you're getting there, you're gonna meet friends, you're gonna stop hanging out with them, and by the end of it, you have to leave and you'll never see that place again. It's like a whole mini college journey within like kind of 1 semester.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's how. My study abroad's only gonna be a month though, so
That's like barely anything.
That's a vacation, bro.
exactly. It's because it's not exactly at a different school. It's just like we're in Spain and taking classes while in Spain. It's taught by professors at this school. It's just like they're just doing it for fun during the summer.
Wow. Amazing.
But so we do that. And so I'm just like making friends here and there, and so like I'm just kind of doing the things. And so the first movie, I have this class called Australian Film Theatre and Learning, and this class is an accelerated course. We started like maybe the beginning of August. We end at the end of August. This class.
Ooh,
Yeah.
quick.
And so we just
That's
Yeah,
like a summer class.
yeah, basically. And so by the first week we have like a group presentation. That's like maybe half of the grade. So we have like we watch like it's also a quick thing, so it doesn't even take that long. So we pick the movie Mad Max, the original.
Yeah,
That's from
Wow.
We watch
Australia.
Mad Max. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good movie, The original. Beck, have you seen the original?
No.
It's actually like
I've
pretty
seen
good.
the original.
It's much different than Fury Road or
Yeah,
Fury Road.
definitely. It's very different.
It's almost like the Fury Road is kind of like a reboot of like the
Yeah,
idea.
100%.
But it's the same
they're
guy directing,
different.
right?
It doesn't even seem like
Yeah, same guy directing, but it's like totally. It's like the Mad Max feels like more in the normal world, the original one, than the.
Well, that's also
dystopian.
because the first movie literally takes place like right when everything happens.
Yeah.
In a way. Was it not?
No, it's a little bit after.
Yeah, but it's like it's still close enough to like
Yeah.
when everything like began to where it's like that's part of why it's so different.
Yeah. And so I'm doing that, and then I have. This is kind of a little detour, but guys, should I say the story?
Yes.
I'd love to hear.
It's called Uri and the Drug Addict.
Ooh.
I would love. So are you play
very
both parts in the
excited.
story, right?
No, I do not play
one-man
both
show.
parts in the story. So guys, some light crimes will take place over the next couple of minutes.
But these
So-
are all fictional experiences told for entertainment purpose only. Nothing said in this
This is only
is real.
Yeah.
Only. So on one of the first weekends I spent there, I want to explore the area, so I go to this suburb called Newtown. And in this
Did they
Newtown,
just make it?
no.
Is it new?
What you'll find out about Australian naming conventions is that they have very basic names like, guys, what do you think they call the observatory on the hill?
Observatory.
Hill. Yeah. So I go there, and I'm sitting on a bench. Things actually close there pretty early. The restaurants close at like 7, 8. So it's a pretty like kind of Sydney's like closing early. So I sit on a bench, and there's this guy next to me, and he's kind of like fidgeting a bit, and like he asked me, "Where's this bus stop going to?" And I don't know, because I'm just sitting down. And then I see I want to make friends because like they say you gotta talk to people, right? So
Yeah.
there's this book on his lap called The Secret Languages of Birthdays, and I ask, "What is that?" It says it's all about astrology. And so I say, "Oh, I'm a Pisces," and he says, "I'm a Pisces too," and he's like freaking out about that. And
Dude,
he
you're
feels like
best
we have,
friend.
and he feels like we have an energy between us,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so he's like, "Hey, do you want to come with me to my friend's bar?" And I'm like, "Okay." So
Uri, what the
like-
fuck are you doing in Australia?
This sounds so fun.
This
what
is
I
great
would-
podcast
'Cause-
content.
because
This is exactly
the thing
what I
is-
would want to be doing.
if I was a normal person or maybe like
Finding
a
random
girl,
crackhead
If
and
I
getting
was a
drunk
normal
with
person
Or a girl.
or a
or a
girl,
girl, wow.
I wouldn't go with this guy. But I'm me, so
Yeah.
Okay,
and also
great.
it's a pretty
Bro,
safe.
You're
'cause the
telling
thing
me
is,
you don't want to get drunk with a crackhead. That sounds like top 3 experiences of all time.
because the thing is, there's no fentanyl epidemic in Australia, so
Oh, so it was fine. There was
It
no
was-
risk at all.
All drugs
Okay.
are fine as long as they're not fent.
Yeah.
so this bar is called. We're gonna meet his friend called his friend. Honestly, I told the story so many times, but I forgot the friend's name by this point. We don't meet. We go into this bar called Fortunate Son, and he asked, "Oh, is it like the song?" And he said, "I never put that together."
Oh.
So we go to the bar.
I never
and
put
they're
that together.
Oh,
And they're fucking playing the song when we're in the bar. And so we go into the bar, and the boss is there, and that's not good because the
No.
boss is not supposed to be there. So we get out of there. And by the way, he told me he just came out of rehab for something that happened 2 weeks ago.
Like
And-
for drugs or for alcohol or for both.
Well, you'll find out what happens.
Yeah, this is so good. I love this story so much.
So we do that. So he also told me he tells me about his life. He tells me he has like 3 children. He's like divorced, and he's just had a fight with his partner, and he's like taking a walk to cool off. And so we do that. And so he tells me his dad was like a rehab counselor. He told me his dad worked at Fox News. He never met his dad. He's telling me conflicting stories, I think. So we leave the bar and we go to another bar. And Nicola, what you're gonna like about Australia is
There's
that
bars
gambling in
everywhere.
the back. There's gambling in the back of every Australian bar.
Wow.
Gambling.
The two, isn't it like the third biggest contributor to Australia's GDP is gambling
Yeah,
or something like that?
New South Wales, the state of New South Wales in Australia, loses more in gambling than all of Las Vegas. So we're working with some pretty good people. But we go into the back, and this guy is spending money he does not have. You know, he's like he keeps buying beers. He keeps buying us beers, and the waitress comes up to him, and she's like, "You have to pay for these beers." And like, talk to one of the other waitresses here. They know me. Just gotta talk to them. And she's like, they're having like a back and forth. And then I have to pay for the beers. Okay.
Yeah, obviously, Ben. Obviously, Uri. I don't know what you thought. When this guy very clearly could not pay for the beers, you were not allowed to leave and pay for the beers. So,
Well, it's not like Uri is staying in the bar, so it's like he's never gonna see these people again.
Yeah.
He's dine and dash.
And so he asked me if he could have my phone so he could call his 90-year-old grandma, and he does. He calls her, and it's her birthday.
Oh.
What time is it?
A lot of stuff is happening on this day.
Because the thing is,
What
this
time is
adventure
it?
takes place from
Nicholas,
5.
it's 8 because things are closed.
This
right?
takes place from 5 to 10 p.m. This journey, so we're at like 6.
You were with this guy for 5 hours?
Yeah.
Would you not want to be with this guy for 5 hours?
I don't want to be with this guy for 5 minutes.
This guy.
Well-
this is why you don't have any interesting stories.
So we're doing that. He keeps like spending money, and like he needs to get like $500 because he's like waiting on $500 to come in. And like, no shame to anybody with money issues, but it's like if you're like a 33-year-old man like waiting for $500 to come into your bank account, I think there's some financial issues at strain here because he's trying to transfer some money, and with like no regard to his like financial safety, he's like, "Hey, take a picture of my banking information so you can tell me what to write in the transfer." So I just have a picture of this guy's banking information now.
He has nothing to lose.
So
anyway.
we're gonna
It's
post
like,
on the members only Discord. Join now if you want this guy's
Yeah.
banking details.
It's not like
Especially
you can. It's not like he has anything to lose. He has like $500 in that account, maybe.
So people keep coming up to him like to this point, like saying, "Oh, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay," because something happened 2 weeks ago. And so, guys,
Everyone
guess,
at the bar knows that something happened to him 2 weeks ago.
guess what happened to him that made him have to go into rehab?
I think he
Did he stab
OD'd.
someone?
No,
He got caught
No.
drinking.
he had a Mexican stand up with police on his roof.
In Australia too, you're not allowed to own like guns. Like gun laws are.
Yeah, you
strict
can't
in
have a
Australia.
gun in Australia.
No, you can still have a gun. It just takes a longer time.
Oh, great, yeah. Oh, I'm glad
But
the
the thing
guns are
is-
in the right hands. You know.
You'll see. This story comes back around.
It,
Don't worry about it.
There's a second
Um,
Mexican standoff. Uri's in this one.
So we actually, so he tells me about that. He has 3 children, and this was on the roof on the roof of his ex-wife's parents' house, and now he
How
has a
did he get there?
restraining order, and he can't go near the house.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we
Hmm.
we leave the bar. We actually never meet his friend. We never do.
No.
Yeah, the friend that definitely exists that owns the bar.
Definitely. I did see pictures of his children, so I know they exist.
Good.
Okay.
And he has like tattoos. He's like a 33-year-old guy, by the way.
Okay.
So we leave there. We go to this like place called. We go to like this store, and we meet like a drug dealer, called Hasi. He's like in a store, and he buys some like cocaine, and he's like, "Do you want some?" And I'm like, "I'm good." And he's actually very nice about
You're
it.
gonna not accept a free bag, bro.
So, I want you to realize you just named a drug dealer on our podcast.
No, this is a hypothetical. story.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
drug.
Well, Beck,
Free
Beck,
bag?
that is a fake name I gave.
Yes.
Um,
Okay, good.
Uri, sorry, you're not gonna accept a free baggie.
No, Beck. I mean, Nicola. I do not.
I'm not
want-
recommending that.
No.
So we do there, and we want to go. We should go to the park and drink. like, and so he's like, we should go do that. And so he's a bit like jumpy as we're walking.
Uri, I have a question. At this point, how many beers have you both had, like separately and together?
I only had like maybe 1.5 beer.
Okay.
He drank most beers. I'm not even like. I'm just like at this point. I'm like thinking maybe I should leave because I don't know. This is getting a bit much.
Just
for me.
maybe.
I would still be sticking around. I don't know.
Guys, that's not even like the worst part.
I can't wait to hear what the rest of the story has to offer.
So we he just kind of like antsy for a little bit because he's on the cocaine.
Yeah.
And he's just on that and like so he's just like walking around and we're having like kind of a night. He's like telling me like about his life and stuff like that. And so we go to this like liquor store and we buy some vodka because we're gonna go drink vodka in the park and we also get cigarettes and we get like a really nice smooth cigarettes.
Ooh.
Like really nice.
What brand?
I don't know, it was like a real like it was like a snake. It was like a brand called after like a snake or something. It was like a really nice like brand. I don't know what it was called, but it was like a really nice. It was licorice flavored too.
Oh, it's probably methanol.
Something like that. So we do that. So we go. So we're just walking around and we buy the alcohol, but then we go back to the drug dealer and this time he doesn't get cocaine. He gets, and this is his favorite drug. And also, guys, I forgot to mention, throughout the night, he says he doesn't do any more. He's not doing any more drugs because he came back from rehab, right?
Yeah.
But he has a bag of weed that he keeps trying to sell to everyone, but no one fucking takes his bag of weed.
No one wants
And
the
he also
weed.
says, I'm only. And he also is like, he says, I'm only doing ketamine. Well, we see with the cocaine, that's not accurate. But this time, guys, he gets his favorite drug, nitrous.
From
He's
Cars?
like Kanye. Like Kanye.
from Cars.
Yeah. And so we sit down and he's like,
Got that galaxy gas.
and so he says, do you want some? And guys, honestly, I don't do it, but I'm like really fucking tempted to do nitrous.
Wow.
I'm like,
Why Kanye boosting this? Must
the
be
way
good.
nitrous works is it actively just kills your brain, and that's
Yeah.
why you feel high. It just cuts off oxygen from your brain.
yeah, but I don't do it. I actually don't do anything other than like the beer and the vodka we do the night. And so we're going to go to the park, but before we go to the park, he's like, we should go to my house. The house that he has a restraining order against. And so he's like, we start like going, but he's like back and forth. He also makes me wear his like fucking hoodie so we can be like serious because he's like kind of tweaking out because he's like thinking everybody's out to get him.
Yeah,
And so
because he's
we're-
on cocaine and
gang
nitrous.
stalked, bro. He's
so
getting
we keep
gang
like walking
stalked.
back and forth. He drops like the vodka bottle, and he's like, "We have to clean it up because I have kids. I don't want kids stepping on it." And like weird time to be compassionate.
Yeah,
like,
just-
weird time for compassion. And so we're doing back and forth, but eventually he has a key, and we enter the house. We enter the house.
Uri,
was this This was your
Wait,
first
then-
night in Australia?
No, this is like a few weekends in.
Oh, okay.
And so we enter the house. He's like telling me about it. He's like showing me around. I'm like a little bit uncomfortable, but he goes upstairs. I think he might have stole something. I'm not sure. But we leave the house. We don't know. Nobody gets caught. We're actually good. The breaking and
Oh.
entering,
Hypothetically,
he's
nothing
good.
happened.
we made away with it.
How does he still-
Hypothetically.
How does he still have this key in this hypothetical situation? It wasn't taken by the police or anything when he got that.
No, he stole it under the mat.
Oh, okay.
The hypothetical Matt.
A hypothetical mat, Aiden, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
It's a nice house, by the way. It's like a really nice
Got it, I
house.
got it.
Hypothetically never even happened. It's a fictional story made for education, made for
So we go down and we go down
We're
to this place
filmmakers.
called
We're storytellers.
we go down to this place called Camperdown Park, and apparently he tells me, and there's also a graveyard, but he tells me this park is buried on top of a bunch of bodies. Like I don't know why he told me this fact, and he tells me all you have to do to talk to people is like you just gotta talk to people and have confidence. And so he just loudly starts yelling at groups of people and walking up to them, and he's just doing that. And eventually he gets into this like beef with this one group because he tries to sell the bag of weed to them, but one group's like, if you give me money, I will take the bag of weed. And he's like, that's not how deals work. That's not how deals work. And he gets on his like knees and he like prays.
You're trying to scam me out of my baggie of weed.
So if you give me money, I'll take your bag of weed.
Yeah. So he gets on his knees and he like prays for this girl to take the weed, but she doesn't. So we meet like a few like teenagers on another bench and we start drinking with them the vodka. And then he keeps like loudly yelling to the other group how much they suck because they're just like a few feet away. He's like, "Those guys suck over there."
This guy sounds awesome, bro.
Guys, he even runs at them and takes off his shirt. I have a video of that. I'll send it.
Can you send this, please? I need to see what this guy looks like.
Hypothetically, give me this guy
immediately.
Hypothetically, he would fit in so well in Daytona Beach.
And so this guy actually really wants. He's like, we should get our numbers. And I'm like thinking, fuck no, I don't want to give this guy my fucking number. But at this point, this is like maybe 9 o'clock, and I'm thinking, actually, I really want to leave this guy. I don't want to be with this guy anymore. And so we're like drinking. We're just like these kids, they're humoring him, but I like some of them like don't want him to be around because they're waiting for like a friend to come over, and like these are like I don't know like. They're like spray painting and shit. These hooligans, I guess you could say.
Hooligans, bro.
And so eventually, we should go to the graveyard, and he's like, we can. And so he's like, we should climb over to go into the graveyard, and like so he's like, come on, we should all like climb over. Like we don't really want to do that, but some of them do it. But the thing is, guys, the graveyard is fucking open. You can just go in. You don't have to climb over.
Yeah, accidentally breaking and entering.
So we go in, and he's like laying us. He's like saying us. He's getting us near this like grave, and he's like saying, "You have to be really, really respectful of this grave. This is like my family's grave. Like it's been here a long time." And bro, what the fuck are you talking about? This grave has been here since the 18th century. This is not your family's grave. What are you talking about?
You don't know that.
You could be his great ancestor.
So eventually, one of the guys like, and they're like humoring him, and like they kind of want him to like walk around and stuff like that. And so, it's like happening, and so it's like I found one of them leaves to go meet his friends. So I walk with him, and actually I don't see the guy again, and I leave. And so I don't see this guy again. Eventually, I'm waiting for the bus stop to go back to like where I live. And so I'm sitting next to this other guy. He's more like a more put together guy, and like talking to him. It's like saying, "Oh, I just spent the day with a guy who had like a Mexican standoff with police on his roof." And he says, "Oh my god, I saw that guy when it was happening. I took a video of it." So guys, I have the video.
Holy shit, we need to see that.
I need to see both of these.
But the thing is, he like so overestimated. It's not a Mexican town. It's just him like freaking out on the roof, basically, and there's like police down.
Okay. I still need to see both of these videos. I need to see all of the content that you have on this guy.
Hypothetically,
the deep fake AI video of this guy in the Mexican standoff.
So that's the journey of this week, of that Saturday.
We should make this into a short film. I think that's really good.
Yeah, people keep telling me this is like a super bad kind of movie or something. I don't know.
It does feel like it. It feels so
super bad. We should do it IRL.
So that I don't think I have a day as impactful as that throughout the entire semester as much as that.
Okay.
So essentially. Back to the movies.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I would say I think the first like big movie of kind of the fall semester was Weapons. People were really into Weapons.
Yeah,
Weapons was like pretty big, so I watched it. I quite like Weapons. I like the concept of Weapons. I really enjoyed.
What do you think about the floating AR-15?
Yeah,
that just confused me. Like, why is it there?
So we actually did do some calculations. And
okay, all right.
Okay, back. Time to drink.
I didn't even get to say what the calculations were.
Yeah.
Eric, this drink cannot be that strong, bro.
No.
The drink cannot be that strong.
No, it isn't. So I don't know. I think I just want a lime in my drink too. So weapons. I actually quite like the movie. It's like a fun, like it's a good like horror movie. I would say. Like actually, quite a lot of Josh Brolin this year. He's like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Running Man and the new Knives Out. So Josh Brolin kind of having a pretty good year. So the next movie I watched is another movie for the Australian Film Theatre and Learning class, and that's called The Chain of Jimmy Blacksmith. And it's like about Aboriginal people. It's like about an Aboriginal who kind of goes against his like kind of goes on a murdering spree, but it's like about how he's like been mistreated. So what's really interesting about Australia is that they're really, really respectful of the people who had this land before them. Like as opposed to us in America, who don't really acknowledge the Native Americans really ever. They do it everywhere, which is really interesting and cool to see that. I'm just like kind of a reference because like before plays, before like festivals, they just really acknowledge we want to acknowledge the land, and that's really interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so then
Fuck
I
them.
watch.
They should have fought better.
That's a
Okay.
Nicholas statement.
I watch this. There's guys. I know there's really one exciting one that's coming up, but you're gonna have to wait just a little bit.
I'm excited.
know.
I've been waiting for this.
So I watched Fit for TV, The Reality of the Biggest Loser. And guys, The Biggest Loser was like a TV show about like who can lose the most weight, and so it's like a documentary about like what's the reality of how people lost the weight and actually gained it after the show, And so that's an interesting one. I watched The Naked Gun, and that was like a pretty fun time. This is where I found out that in Australia you can drink in the movie theater. They have
That's really
alcohol
good.
at the stand.
Yeah, it's Australia.
That feels like an Australia thing.
So that happens, and Naked Gun, pretty fun movie. Liam Neeson is actually a pretty good comedic actor.
Yeah.
I mean, it works because the same way that like original Naked Gun worked. It's just the most like flat, stilted acting versus the most like convoluted, funny situations. Yeah.
I watched another class for my Australian Film Theatre Learning class called Strictly Ballroom. It's about like a ballroom dancing movie. It's actually pretty good. It's like an Australian movie. It's made by Baz Luhrmann, who's like an Australian director. He's done like Great Gatsby, Elvis, stuff like that. I watch like a small self-portrait series about like this artist called Brian Charnley. He's a guy, an artist who had schizophrenia, and for his last like month or something before he died, he just made self-portraits, and as he went off his schizophrenia medication, he continually get more disturbing self-portraits, and on the last day, he kills himself.
I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting. I watched this Australian movie for my class called Animal Kingdom, and I've seen the show because they made a show like in the California space for like Animal Kingdom, but this is like the original movie, and it's like a pretty good movie, and it's like I really enjoyed it. It's like about like a crime family, and it's like about the idea of like trauma and like crime effects and like revenge. It's a really interesting premise. I actually had like 4 classes in total. I had my internship for throughout this semester. It's like I worked with a woman named Phyllis Foundis, and she's a writer, blogger, and she has a radio station where every weekend, every Sunday, she interviewed like guests like from like pretty like famous people from Australia, and I got to listen in to her like get interviews, which was cool. And then I also did like some brand stuff with her. I had a dramaturgy class where I studied drama, and like when I went to a festival, the Australian Film Theatre Learning class, and then an outdoor education class where we got to go like camping and stuff. And so before I go into Unknown Number, the high school catfish, I'm going to break down my classes. So for Australian Film Theatre Learning, I watched a few movies, but after the classes ending, we had to watch 3 plays for the class, and we had to go like watch them in like as a class. And so we watched one like was like more of an indie kind of local in theater space. One was actually at the famous Opera House, which was really cool. And then, guys, the last one was a nude play.
What?
I saw a nude play, guys. I was front row, actually. And so I saw a nude play. It's about like this woman who finds like a nudist colony or like a naturism colony. It was 5 people, and they all get naked. And what's interesting, when they get naked, you kind of actually stop you kind of forget that they're naked after a little bit. You kind of get used to it, you know? Which I think it just gets to the mind of how, like, no matter how crazy a story is, the world, if you can get your audience used to the world of the story, they kind of forget it, and the audience will go along with you if you just dare to go there. And I think it kind of happens when you kind of just stop forgetting they're naked after a little bit, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You see an old guy fully naked, old woman, young woman, young guy. You see them all naked, which is really, really interesting. It was like also a first play. This has not been done before. It's like the first preview of a play, which was really interesting. A drama class, I went to a play festival where we got to see artists work throughout the week and do like workshop their plays, and at the end of the week they like did like a small draft, like kind of rehearsal of the play, which was really cool. And then for the outdoor education class, we went camping in like the famous Australian Blue Mountains, and that was really cool. And this weekend was around the weekend where Charlie Kirk died, so that was a lot of the big things that happening. And it really meant I know we're not a very political podcast, but I just bring it up because when I got back on the train to go back to where I was from after the train ride, these true Australian like people, like goth, like teenagers, were like, "Is that the sound of Americans I hear?" And they're like, "That's where Charlie Kirk is from." And we're like, "Don't wake me up again." And because like I don't want
Charlie Kirk is from. But guys,
And they were-
you know, we are Charlie Kirk.
I want you to know we
Anyway.
literally filmed a podcast the same afternoon. Like I remember we were literally hearing the news, and I walked into the study room to film the podcast.
Yeah.
So you guys get your deep console.
We didn't talk about it.
As podcasters ourselves, we are very worried about our life.
Yes, we
Podcast community.
Uri has talked about a fictional drug dealer a lot. We need to protect him from that fictional drug dealer. Make sure that the Mexican standoff guy does not have one in Palo Alto. You know,
The hypothetical.
hypothetical
Guys,
Mexican
no.
standoff.
There's a guy
This
named
made-up situation.
There's a guy named Ryler Tobinson going after me, which is really interesting.
Hypothetically, that's not his name.
Hypothetically, no, but it's really interesting because they're like, I don't want to be woken up by like Americans ever again, and like, where it's like sorry and like don't do it again, and like okay. And guys, this is also, remember, right before he died, there's also the train murder. Remember that?
What?
There was a girl who was killed on a train.
Oh yeah.
And so there was that happening, but no, this is all Sydney, like, so, there wasn't anything like actually, but they were like really weird the whole time. They kept saying, like, we listened to the conversation. They were like, one was definitely trying to convince the other of like stuff, like thinking, like, one was like saying, this is kind of like a Nicholas thing to say, like, you should really drink because the drinking can help like get rid of your body of all the like the bacteria, and so you can actually cleanse yourself by drinking. Is what they said.
You have no idea how many times I've told people that, because it works. It like kills everything in your stomach. It makes you feel better. Unironically, it fixes your stomach ache.
So that happened, and so so we do that, and so those are the 3 classes. But back, guys. So does anybody know anything about Unknown Number, the high school catfish? I really don't want you guys to know.
No.
We have been like I saw like the top 3 reviews on Letterboxd, and we saw your review, and like I've seen on Twitter and shit, like this is just like a very insane story, and this has been like the one we've been waiting for you to explain this whole time.
Yes.
I don't think there's a single other movie where we're like, we want to hear Uri's opinion. We just want you to explain this one as much as you can.
Because you're the only one of us that watches these Netflix documentaries.
Yeah.
So, guys, this has been maybe one of the fucking craziest like documentaries I think I've ever seen.
That's insane because every time you watch one, it sounds more and more insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so in like a small town, this girl, she has like a boyfriend. She's having like a very picture perfect like small town Midwestern like I think life. Like all there is to do in like small towns, like everyone knows each other, and they have like social like media, and they do like TikTok and stuff. But eventually, um, this girl, she starts getting like really like heinous like messages from this girl who's saying like me I your Owen your boyfriend doesn't love you, he loves me, and like she starts saying like some pretty gross sexual things to this girl, like me and Owen are fucking and sucking, and like Owen prefers me, and like you should really like you have to give like Owen oral or else he won't give you, and they're like 14, 15, these children who are like thinking, what does this appear? And so this becomes like a big scandal. Like the parents are like really worried for their children because like this girl like keeps getting bullied and harassed. So like different classmates are like being like attacked, like being like saying that's it, and like there's this like big drama. And, like the kids are getting really worried because those two and like her and her boyfriend, they keep like getting really attacked, and like for Owen, the girl keeps making very like lewd comments, especially like him, like they're really they want him, they're like attracted to him, and it's just like it gets like crazy. Like they're saying messages like maybe like 50 times a day, like daily for like 2 years, and it gets like really intense, like very gross, very lewd, very like specific, and like thinking
It's just to the girl and her boyfriend.
yeah.
Okay.
And so it's getting like it's like this is happening over like the course of like I think it was like 2021, 2022, like for like 2 years.
Wow.
This keeps happening. They even like break up the boyfriend and girlfriend because they don't want to because it's getting to be too much that they're together. And so he even like dates someone else and it stops for a while, but then the person starts texting the boyfriend's new girlfriend's mom and the girlfriend too. So this person just is fucking going at it. This person,
How the fuck do they get these numbers?
and the thing is, every time they track the phone, the person has like a new like phone number that they go from, and they're thinking, and as someone who has like very specific like knowledge of who the thing is, because they call the person by their nickname. Like the girl whose name is like Lauren, they call her Lo, and that's her nickname. Everyone knows her by like Lo. So it has to be someone close in the inner circle, and like they said, you scored like failed at the basketball game, so they assume like maybe it's a classmate on the basketball team, but it's like not, and so like it's like really they bring in like FBI. It's because like this whole thing is like here. I think I'll read some messages just so I can kind of show you like what we're getting.
But yeah, this is a crazy thing.
Before we find out that it's Uri that's been sending them the whole time,
I'm more leaning towards Nicola. I feel like Nicola would be the one.
Yeah,
What?
guys, it was crazy because it was actually me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What are we talking about?
The story about that time when you messaged the 14-year-old girl telling her to kill herself. You remember?
He
You
does
were
that to
there.
me all the time.
I don't remember that.
No, you were
I
there.
personally don't remember. You was there too.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I've told many people to kill themselves. Most of them were not 14-year-old girls.
I feel like most of them were 14-year-old girls.
I was definitely
okay.
a 14-year-old girl when you were telling me to do that.
Okay.
I did not.
Those like things like not sure what he told you, but he is coming to the Halloween party, and we're both down to fuck. He's obvious. He likes me. He laughs. He smiles. Touches my hair. It's like it gets. Here. Let's see. You fucking suck. You're the reason the JV lost. You only went to varsity game and losing. Didn't do shit. You fucking proved it again. Like saying very lewd things. He even tells like you should kill yourself and doing a thing. And people get really worried because like with this intense bullying, like there's a big like thing that she might kill herself.
Yeah.
The girl. And so like they're getting worried for her like mental health. It's getting this really intense things. It's like these really like awful, very sexually lewd things. But then there's like a lot of suspects. They go through a lot of things. Like relationships are being broken. It's like so much strain on the family. But then they track the phone, and they finally managed to find out where the IP address is coming from. And so, guys, would you be shocked to see that the person who sent these messages was her fucking mom? Her fucking mom sent the messages.
Her mom.
Her mom.
Oh.
I actually did know this. I did know this. I didn't say, but I did. I did actually know the.
Why?
It was her fucking mom. And her mom is like, she's saying like pretty like sexually messages to like the boyfriend. And she's like, it was like seriously, like she's thinking like she has like some pedophilic like attraction to him. And it was like crazy because based on my review, as I said, she is a fucking monster, pedophilic, psychotic cunt bitch. And I'm really, no, she is like, because this is also, because she's in the documentary too, so you assume, oh, it can't be her if she's in the documentary. But they kind of do like a bait and switch on you, where it's actually her, and she gives one of the most fucking disturbing answers, like, because this is like intentional messaging, attacking your daughter for like years. You're telling your own daughter to kill herself, but then she says this, and I laugh at this like so hard. She's like, well, everyone breaks the law at some point. When you jaywalk across the street, you've broken the law and you haven't known before.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. These
What
are
do you
very similar
mean?
things that happened.
Jaywalking across the street and intentionally sending harmful messages to your daughter, telling her to kill herself.
I mean,
No, those are on the
we've
same
done that
level.
before, right? All of us have done that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she actually goes to fucking jail.
Of
for like
course.
for 2 years for this. But the thing is, she says, I wasn't the person who did it at first. It was someone else, and then I tried to stop the person, and like to send it, but then I spiraled out. But then the daughter thinks, I think it was just her the whole time.
No, guys, it was
Yeah.
someone else, and then I was trying to impersonate them to pull them out of.
Was the
It's-
documentary?
you know,
Was it like filmed during the investigation while it was happening?
No, it's like post. She's out of jail at this point.
Okay.
And so they started to get like a kind of the father and the mother, they're totally broken and they're not ever seeing each other again. But surprisingly, the daughter and mom have kind of started to build up a new relationship again. Which is like, I would never do that.
Yeah.
But I guess she's trying to like heal, I guess. And the mom seems really apologetic, but I
Was
don't know.
she normal, like outside of the interactions on the iPhone? Like like when the daughter and the mom were just like being a normal family, were they normal or like?
Well, the thing is, when she first got the messages, the mom did tell her, you should just ignore them. You really shouldn't worry about it,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that might be a case. And also, there's a thing called Munchausen syndrome where a person gets their children intentionally sick so they can like keep taking care of them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they said the case was kind of like a cyber Munchausen's thing here, which is like maybe, I don't really know about the technical medical terms, but it was like fascinating. It's just like this woman who's like, she's so like psychotic within how she like functioned, and like I don't know, she doesn't feel like she was really apologetic. She's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was fucking bizarre. Like, she says some like truly really messed up shit to like her 14-year-old daughter.
It is crazy that she
Just,
only
like-
got 2 years in jail. I feel like it'd be more.
Yeah. It's like it's really, it's like one of the craziest things. If you ever like want to see something crazy, it's truly nuts. So that's guys. I hope that was well worth the wait.
That was
'cause
worth the wait.
I liked it. Wow.
Kind of similar. I was on this thing. I was like watching Netflix documentaries where I'm watching like this documentary about kid influencing, which I think is probably one of the most disgusting things in the media
Yeah.
ecosystem ever. Kid influencing where the parent is just, and so it's about one like specific kind of like a hype house family, like, but just like a content house for like kids, where mom was like really making like almost like a cult of personality, and it's just like disgusting because this is just a quick aside, like one of the main like girl daughter, she joined this like website where you only have to be like 13 years old to post like private content, but you have to be 18 to buy it. So you're kind of making child, like you're kind of making child like sexual material in a way.
That's really weird.
And so I watched Freakier Friday. Okay movie.
Great
transition.
movie he's seen. He's seen Freakier.
Fantastic transition.
I thought Freaky Friday was pretty good, at least for a Legacy sequel.
Yeah. It was fine. The Roses pretty fun because I don't know because I think some of us were thinking because they were like doing a lot of those trailers.
They did a bunch of trailers. It came out on Hulu recently.
None of us thought it looked interesting. Was it actually good?
It was pretty interesting. It was like this couple kind of breaking apart, and then they're like kind of like trying to kill each other by the end, and it's pretty cool. It was interesting. Goodnight Mommy is like a movie. It's like a kind of a horror movie about like these twins like watching like in September. It was like fine. I watched like a short about school shooting. This is not the other.
Oh no, we're not at the double feature yet.
No, it was actually triple back.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I watched a movie about the woman who made Bumble and Tinder. Swiped. It was fine. A big beautiful.
I forget how many fucking documentaries you watch.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is a biopic.
That's a okay. Oh, it's a bio. Never mind.
I watched A Big Beautiful Bold Journey. It was not very good. Did not enjoy that. Even though fucking God, every time back, not to like be mean to your friend, but your friend Johan, he fucking gives like everything fucking.
He just enjoys cinema, bro.
He just enjoys cinema, except for bad movies or movies that are actually good.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I see him give 5 stars to like Wish and then like 4 stars to Incredibles, and I'm like, what's going on in this brain of his?
Yeah, I had a lot of interesting film discussions with him.
I bet.
Yeah. I liked the movie, but everyone was like saying this is the movie that's gonna change cinema for me. Like I think that's why it was overhyped. One battle after another. It was a good movie. I liked it. But I think people like overhyped it.
I definitely think it's an overhyped movie because I saw it way after you did. I saw it like on the last leg of its theater run because my dad wanted to see it. I was definitely not going to see it if he didn't want to see it. So I saw it. I was like, okay, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. This movie is really good. However, people are fucking jerking their shit to this movie, and I think it's just okay. Yeah. Well, I think it's good, but like.
It's probably going to get some Oscar buzz. Probably.
Yeah. Uri, my opinion on the movie was that the first 30 minutes could have been condensed to 5.
Yeah.
Like anything before the time skip, like everything with the mom and stuff, could have been shorter, I think, and we could have had more time with like the daughter later in the movie because I think she wasn't fleshed out enough.
Do any of you guys plan to see Hamnet? Or Hamnet, whatever it's called.
I want to see Hamnet.
Because I saw a trailer for it recently, and I'm like, this might be the most boring movie I could ever watch. It looks like
I'm hearing really good things.
Yeah, I'm hearing like it is gonna win the Oscar. It's so good. I'm like, but I watched it. I'm like, this is gonna be the most slow, boring movie I've ever seen. That's the vibe.
Isn't it Hamlet?
No, it's about the guy who wrote Hamlet. I forget his name.
Shakespeare?
You got fucking Shakespeare.
The guy who wrote Hamlet.
You came back. Time to drink. Beck.
Yeah.
The guy who wrote Hamlet. The guy who wrote Romeo and Juliet. Who was that guy? Beck, maybe the most famous writer of all time, maybe?
Wow. Stephen King, right? He did Running Man, then he did Hamlet.
Take another shot, Uri.
I plan to kill Uri by the end of the episode.
Call him.
Unfortunately, while this was trailering out in the summer, I was really excited, but then when I started hearing reviews, I was really sad. I actually really wanted him to be a good movie, but I was so sad.
It was so bad. I watched a cam recording of it, and
you watched a cam recording? I thought you went to the theater.
No, I watched a cam recording of it, and there was no subtitles, so we could not understand shit. But even when we could understand it, it was incomprehensible.
No, it was just like it's like they're trying to do like horror whiplash in football, but it's not working.
Yeah. And like
It was
I
just
was
like-
talking with my friend about this. I think they stepped foot on 2 football courts in this movie. They just like they don't do shit in this movie, and it just ends up making no sense.
I watched another documentary about like a guy who killed his wife and daughters.
Standard Uri movie.
Pretty
Um,
normal.
Pretty normal. And then, guys, this is gonna sound really, really, guys. Okay, my college. I am not a threat. You don't have to. You don't have. I might cancel. But,
So the FBI
No.
currently.
you guys did not have to file a mental health referral for me. I was in a mood, okay? I watched 3 schools.
Yes, please explain this.
Typical
Get
mood.
this man a
yeah.
firearm.
Dude,
This man a
I-
firearm.
I don't know what
we
got
all
into
get
me,
those
but just,
feelings,
like,
right?
Yes,
I really
watch
want to watch a movie about this very specific genre.
But the thing is, what's really cool is that I kind of got every aspect of a school shooting. Where from the first one,
You got all points of view. Okay, good.
So
Well, the thing-
quickly.
Well, the thing is, the first one called Zero Day was like kind of like some of like the 2000s, where it's like these 2 guys are like filming each other as like it's these 2 teenagers who are like doing like camcorder videos of each other, like recording themselves up for the big day. So essentially, like 2 teenagers, normal teenagers, who are planning up for this shooting that they're gonna do. And so
Wow.
throughout the movie, you're thinking, are they gonna do it or are they not gonna do it? And eventually, it's like really interesting because you kind of see them as human, which is really interesting. But then up to the final thing where they actually do it, which is really, really fascinating. Elephant was kind of like a piece where it's like we don't get to see from the shooter's perspective, but we get to kind of see like how the day was for all the other students, before the shooting comes in. It's kind of a very slow movie. And,
Yeah, I tried
it's not
starting
very
Elephant, but I couldn't get through it.
Yeah,
This is a little slow.
It's very slow. But it's a very good like piece that goes along with Zero Day because you get the shooter's perspective and then you get kind of the other student's perspective. And then Mass was really good because then it's kind of the aftermath where you get to see it's like 2 families sitting down to each other, kind of doing like a mediation where it's like one set of parents is like a kid is like a parents of a kid who was killed by the other parents one whose kid was the shooter, and they're both kids are dead, but they're kind of like trying to put peace, trying to connect, and it's like a really good, interesting movie, like the idea of like kind of like forgiveness and like grief and all that. And I thought like those 3 movies kind of encapsulate the 3 kind of aspects of what happens when like a really like tragic like event like a school shooting really happens, See, I'm thoughtful.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thoughtful with it. I'm not doing this to be not. I don't want to, guys. I wouldn't even, if I were to do a crime, I wouldn't even do that. Okay, I do much more better crimes.
You
like
explaining it
break
makes
enter.
it worse.
You're just digging
Um,
yourself into a hole, man.
I watched the Smashing Machine, and that was like I think Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds
Dwayne
is
heard
really
it's
good in
good.
that movie.
Dwayne Johnson, he was good in the movie.
Yeah.
It was not the best movie. I think it was like an okay movie, but he did a good job.
Yeah, the acting was really
Who
good.
else-
I just didn't like the story.
Yeah, it was a good, okay enough biopic. I don't think enough happened, honestly. But
Yeah.
he did a good performance. I don't think it's gonna get like Oscar buzz, but I think it's a good performance.
I
And
feel
that's
like
what
he
I
should
feel
be
like Shakespeare
nominated
did.
for Best Actor. But I don't know about
I
any
don't
other
know.
awards.
A surprising fun movie that I didn't really came out of nowhere, but it was actually really fun. Roof Man.
Roofman
was
was
really
really
good.
fun, yeah.
See,
Oh,
this
really?
you missed this, but this is when Beck had a 5-day weekend for no fucking reason. Flew back to California, and we both watched Roofman together. Actually,
It was like a really like fun movie, and like honestly, I know it's like one of those things. Like I assume like before they gave like the ending, I assume like whenever they do like a biopic and like they stretch out the thing, it's like I assume it's probably just a guy who went on a roof one time, and that's probably what the real thing was.
Yeah.
But,
and then you look. Wait a minute, this was a real fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like everything in this movie was pretty real. How did?
Yeah.
The Iron Claw. How the hell did this guy's entire family die?
Yeah. So the really enjoyable movie. I watched two TV shows like crime dramas, Task and Black Rabbit. Now, Black Rabbit was like kind of two brothers kind of reconnecting. Like, there's crime stuff. It's like Jason Bateman, Jude Law. It's a pretty good like vehicle for them too as like actors, and it's like pretty fun. Task is made by the guy who made Mayor of Easttown a few years ago, and so this one it was pretty good. It's like Mark Ruffalo. It's like there's like a crime. Like a robbery, a crew does robberies, and there's a drug gang trying to find them, and then the police are trying to find them. To the players, it's like both pretty good shows. I kind of rated them the same, kind of the same kind of shows, same kind of review. They were very good. Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere. People didn't like this movie. I enjoyed it, but honestly, I don't think I believed it was. It was like Bruce Springsteen. It felt still much like Jeremy Allen White, but he did do the songs really good. The songs were very, very good. Guys, it is starting my vision. There's a lot more light in my eye now because of the drinking. You know.
Yeah,
That's good.
Something.
I'm glad.
He's loosening up.
I'm loosening up like a jellyfish.
Are jellyfish typically loose? Is that a thing?
I think
We're gonna
they're
take because
more
I've talked
jelly-like.
for guys. I've talked for like a while. I need like a mouth breather. Someone give me a story from this past week.
From this past week.
Do I have a story from this past week? I've just been fucking doing finals.
Give me a story from this
Yeah,
semester.
I got
then.
finals next week.
All right. Let me tell you because you've
Not
missed
much
this
happened
whole.
this week.
Or you've missed this whole arc that I've been going on. So I'm taking my last class at Foothill right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before I go to UC Santa Cruz in January. And this last class is about it's about sound editing, which is something that that I feel like I'm pretty shit at. Like I'm pretty shit at editing generally, but like sound editing specifically, I feel like I'm pretty dog ass at. So this class, Uri, have you heard of Pro Tools?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm using Pro Tools for this class.
that's the industry standard. Yeah.
So it sucks dick, actually. It's actually
used-
one of the worst programs I've ever used. It is so complicated, and nothing works. And I also can't delete it, I found out, because it downloaded fonts onto my computer. And I can't delete the fonts because they think they're constantly in use. So it's actually, there's files from Pro Tools that I can't delete on my computer.
That's great. It's
Were
also
you
ran-
able? were you
also
able to
ran-
cl-
huh?
Yeah.
I also
I'm actually
ran out of the free trial, so
Oh, okay.
I'm not paying for it. So I'm finishing the class in Premiere. But little did I know is that my teacher hasn't graded anything for a month. So I don't know if anything that I'm doing is perfectly okay or not until I find out.
Are you able to like move between? Is there like a workflow that you can move between Premiere Pro to Pro Tools
No.
or no?
No.
Okay. Because that'd be really helpful.
No, it would be helpful actually. But instead I just exported what I had as like the audio
Like
because
a long
also
track.
it's just the track of everything I've been working on. But it's just one audio track now instead of multiple because the file that he gave me, the teacher, does not work in Premiere for no fucking reason. Probably because it's from 2017. That'll do it.
Yeah, you're eight Premiere versions behind.
Yeah, so that shit does not work at all. And now I'm doing it in Premiere. I don't know if I'm okay to be doing it in Premiere. Maybe. We'll find out. But my Pro Tools excursion has been shit. Like, it takes me an hour. It took me an hour to figure out how to get my audio working, and then took me 5 minutes to do the assignment. It's like that's what I was working. Now I'm in Premiere, and it's taking me 5 minutes to do the whole thing. But I don't know if it's okay that I'm doing it in Premiere because he hasn't graded anything.
Do you have to get a picture lock first, and then you have to move to Pro Tools, right? Because you have to get the thing done in generally like a movie, you'd have to get it done in for the Premiere, and then you do audio editing after. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But I had the first time I switched is when it was like, all right, sync things up to the visuals, but the audio or the visual thing, the preview didn't work. Not on my MacBook, not on my PC. There was something wrong with the video engine built into Pro Tools that wouldn't let me watch the video. So that's when I had to switch. Like it wasn't even like I wanted to switch, but I didn't because the class is about Pro Tools. But because it didn't work at all, I had to switch. Because.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's a great last class. There's only 2 assignments, and one of them's the final. And right now I have an A+, so I might just not do the final. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Is it going to average out to a C?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been graded on anything from the last 3 weeks, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
So, guys, I wonder if you guys know this, but this has been like a really big Stephen King year.
It has.
Long
Walk,
didn't
Running
realize
Man,
this.
Life Chuck.
Monkey.
The Monkey, Long Walk, It's Welcome to Derry.
Oh, yeah. Is it Welcome to Derry based on anything you wrote, or is it just based on the original?
It's based on like just the It show, the It movie.
Okay.
And so that leads into the next one.
The original one or the 2017?
2017. I watched the 2017 one because it was like coming up on Halloween. And then the next day, I watched another Stephen King thing, The Shining, because they're showing it at the local movie theater for Halloween. And honestly, The Shining was much slower than I thought it was because it was the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. It is kind of a longer movie.
And then, I watched probably a classic movie for me. I love this movie. Game Night, such a fun movie.
I want to watch.
I've seen it once. I do want to. Have you not seen it, Beck?
I have not seen it.
I've seen Game Night. We should do a double feature, Beck, where we do Game Night and Tag, because those.
Oh, I want to watch those.
Those feel like spiritual brothers. Yeah.
I know. I know they do, and I think I saw both of them on a plane.
Okay, wait. Can we just talk about this for 1 second? Because there's I think there's this whole there's a branch of film theory that's not explored enough. The idea of what makes a good plane movie.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Because that's a specific thing. Because only this recent plane ride I came back and I mentioned I watched 2 movies and I actually got to watch films again. And you know what I think makes a really good plane movie? Kind of just an action movie. An action movie works really well on a plane. I'm not gonna really need to see this in theaters. Kind of feels like maybe an Amazon Prime movie I could watch on a plane very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like an action movie that maybe has the little bit of actual drama works. Guys, I don't know if you've seen. Did you guys see when it came out trailers for The Amateur? It's Rami Malek.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's definitely a plane movie.
It's the essence of a perfect plane movie because this guy, he's just doing a mission to kill the people who killed his wife. It's perfect. I think the John Wick movies are perfect for planes.
That makes sense.
I know the Lego
also
movie was good for me on a plane once. That feels like a really good plane movie. It's just non-stop action and stuff.
Comedies are also very good on planes.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't fly very much, but when I have flown, I've watched comedies. Specifically animated comedies, or I'll rewatch a favorite movie. I think last time I watched Toy Story 3. I think.
Yeah, guys. So has anyone seen Begonia?
I did. I watched
Aiden
it.
did.
It was really good, right?
It's very good. Yeah,
it's a really good. Beck, I really want you to watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, I think I'll do it when it comes to streaming.
I think it's one of my top movies of the year. It was a really, really good movie.
It was very good.
Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone. It's actually a 4-actor movie, and
that's what I really liked was how empty it was.
Yeah, and one of them is Stavros from fucking Cumtown, which is really interesting. For the cop character, he's a comedian, which is really interesting that they made him an actor in the movie.
Yeah,
but it's the ending was. I like the ending. It was a really just good movie. I think it's I think the director can maybe take a break because he's done a few movies for the past few years, and I think he's going to take a break after this. But Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, they have a really good dynamic. And I think you saw a little bit in Kinds of Kindness, but they really explored it good here, which is really nice.
And what did you think of the twist? Because I saw it coming.
I think it works. I don't know if you see it coming. I think it works for the movie.
I think I expected it, knowing the director. I think I totally expected it. But
I
there was
think-
definitely halfway through the movie in which I was like, maybe I'm just fucking stupid.
Yeah, which is good. I think that kind of works the idea. I think if it didn't have the twist, the movie would feel a little bit empty.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah,
Then The Running Man. Has anyone seen The Running Man?
Yes.
yeah. Me and Beck both saw it.
Okay, so The Running Man. So the book is it's like based off the Stephen King book. The book is more of a drama, and then the one they made in the '80s, Arnold Schwarzenegger, was more like a comedy.
I
This one is very
watched
much-
the '80s one also, and that movie is terrible.
and that's like a very campy one, right?
It is terrible. It's nothing
but the
like
thing
the
is-
new one.
But the thing is, the new one, while it's good and all, it's like a fun time in theaters. It's kind of fucking tonally inconsistent. It's so tonally inconsistent. The new one.
Yeah.
It's like it can't decide whether it wants to be a comedy or a drama. The new one, and that's one of my big pet peeves. I liked it. I really like Glenn Powell as like a movie star. I think it's like he kind of feels like a good old classic kind of movie star. You know, he has kind of like an energy of like a Cary Grant, like a Tom Cruise type of figure. I really like him. But the movie just is very inconsistent, and I think it has too many fucking endings. This movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't decide. Okay, it does the thing where it's like, oh, did he survive the thing? I would have actually liked it. I think if he didn't, if the people won at the end, like I think the organization should have won because it was like it felt a little too easy how they won because like they just overtook the studio eventually, and like they had the thing in where he meets his wife in the rain, which kind of gets nulled over because then he marches in the studio, so there's no point like making a secret if he survived or not. You know?
Yeah.
It has too many fucking endings. It's totally inconsistent, but it's a good, nice time in theater.
It was a very
Yeah.
entertaining movie.
Yeah.
I think the ending was definitely weird, but the rest of it was very solid. I just
Yeah.
wish there was like more. I wish it was more Edgar Wrighty, which I know is a lot of people's gripes as well.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I saw Frankenstein, and that was good.
Did
I
you
watched
see it in theater or Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
was
I mean,
good.
yeah, I got to see Frankenstein in theaters. I think you got to see Knives Out in theaters, so
Yeah.
we're even on that.
So I think making theaters would probably make it better.
I saw it in the downtown theater where I am. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's kind of
think-
dinky.
Okay. But I think I think it's the most faithful adaptation of the book so
Mhm.
far.
That's what I've heard too, but I know there's still things that are different
Yeah.
about it, and that it very clearly makes like Frankenstein the good guy rather than like it's kind of mixed on who the real villain is.
Yeah, but I would say pretty like solid picture from Del Toro. Even though I think he's honestly made better Frankenstein movies than the actual Frankenstein. You know?
Yeah.
'Cause, like he's made movies about monsters that I think are better monster movies, like with kind of the same premise than Frankenstein.
Mhm.
But no, it's
No, I like-
think Jacob
I think
Elordi's,
Jacob
like,
Elordi was insane in that movie.
he's like really good.
Yeah.
I'm like he's like I would like he's like had such an interesting journey from going from like a movie from like The Kissing Booth to Euphoria to doing all the movies he's doing now. But
Yeah.
he's, like, I think it's like now this really confirms him as like one of the greats right now of modern Hollywood, which is really cool. It's like he's really good as like the monster. Oscar Isaac does a pretty good job. I like the messaging about like fathers and sons, like the generational trauma and stuff. That was kind of like that was good, like the cycle of like violence. And
I think though the ending was like really like the last 5 minutes kind of fell flat for me. Like the rekindling, and also the fact that it was
a bit easy, yeah.
Like Oscar Isaac had been chasing Frankenstein forever, and then just like because the movie had to happen on a whim, the creature is just like, actually, I'm gonna kill you now. You know?
Yeah.
I thought that was weird.
But I thought all the characters were like the Mia Goth, like the wife, who was also the mom. That was kind of an interesting pull. I like that kind of like symbolism, and that was really cool. It was like a really enjoyable movie. I think Beck, you should really watch it. It's like I think it's well worth your time. Just like I think it's going to get some Oscar buzz, and I think it's like a really interesting story, like to like what kind of Frankenstein means right now in our
Yeah.
in our current era.
I definitely have to like sit down and like commit like 3 hours. I mean, I can't right now because finals, but definitely like over the break, I'll try to.
Surprisingly, actually good movie, Predator: Badlands.
I want to see this one still.
My friend
It's like
said
I've
it was
never seen a
good.
Predator movie.
My friend saw it without me, so
I've never seen a Predator movie before. So first Predator movie ever, actually.
I've seen the original one. That's the only one I've seen.
And so it's like it's actually a really good one. That's like it goes in a way you don't expect it to go. And actually, I really like Elle Fanning as an actress. I really like her as an actress. She's in the movie. It's like a really good movie that I think like it just like it goes in a way you don't expect. And because I thought it was just gonna be like this thing, which like they're gonna like have to speak in Predator language the whole movie. Well, he does stay in the same accent. They don't. There is English, but it goes in like a way that let's just say it's deconstructing toxic masculinity.
Interesting.
And we all know Beck loves toxic
I
masculinity.
love toxic masculinity, bro.
Why do you think he has an Andrew Tate tattoo on his back?
You can see that in the members only video. Remember to join the Celsius Pod for
Beck, show us your ass, Tate.
Moving on.
I saw If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. And guys, Conan is in this movie. Conan does like a serious role as like as a therapist, and it's like a really like anxiety-inducing movie. It's like an A24 movie. It's like little. It's kind of you have your A24 movies. Like, what does this all mean? But it's like essentially we follow a woman who has like a lot of things. She's like a therapist who also has to take care of her daughter who's not eating. Because she's not eating so she has to put a tube so they can like put food into her. And then she also has her own problems with her husband and like her house like breaks apart and then she has to sleep in a hotel. She's also not an alcoholic, so she's like really rushing the whole movie. And she's like, it's like really intense for her. It's like she does such a good movie about like a woman who's breaking on the edge, and Conan is like a serious role in this movie. And it's fantastic. I loved it. Yeah.
I feel like that's a similar thing where you know how Kevin O'Leary is in Martin Supreme. Like I don't know like how like someone like him or like Tyler the Creator is gonna like work in like that A24 serious movie, you know?
Well, the thing is, I can understand.
That was me watching Rental Family.
I can understand like Conan because he's like an entertainer, and I can understand him acting. And I can understand Tyler because being a musician is kind of like acting in a way.
Yeah.
But being a fucking Shark Tank guy is kind of interesting.
It's basically just being like a reality TV show star, and it's like, yeah, I can be an actor. Not really.
Speaking of, all's fair, guys. Already hear about guys. This show is one of the worst things I think I've ever seen, but I actually can't fucking stop watching it. It's kind of one of my favorite bad shows of.
It's your Love Island.
No, I love this so much because like it's like essentially about women. It's like who own like a firm. It's just about representing divorced women in their cases. So it's very like girl boss, high feminist energy. And
Uri's a big fan of that.
They have like a lot of like and bosses. The story is back from the acting, the writing, the dialogue. Like here's a line from the dialogue: "I wish your mother would have swallowed you up."
Yeah,
that feels like an Uri.
I've heard that in like Seth Rogen comedies.
And the thing is, Niccolo, who's fucking talking?
That's through the wall, bro. That's how thin the walls are on this campus.
Damn.
And so the thing is, what's really, really funny about All's Fair is that at least everyone else is like.
Oh, that's not even this wall. That's that wall. That's the other wall. That's how loud they are.
You know what's really funny? Everyone else is like an actor in the show. Like, they get fucking Sarah Paulson. And Sarah Paulson, I love her so much. She's a great actress. And she's like I don't know why she's doing this. I think she just owes Ryan Murphy a lot of things because she's been so much of his things. But, So she's like giving her performance in like episode 5. She goes on like a crazy thing where she yells about like her pussy and like how she's like other person's in front of her. She's like getting up on like the stage. She's like really giving it her all. But then you have fucking Kim Kardashian who just like robot, and she doesn't know how to emote like a single thing. She's like, oh, okay. She's like a fucking robot, and like everyone else is like at least an actress who can give like some semblance of emotion, but she has just like nothing. Nothing.
I mean, that's what you get for watching the Kim Kardashian TV show.
And so it's just so bad. I love feasting on it so much. Also, big show came out this started in the summer, ended this semester. The Summer I Turned Pretty. It was such a phenomenon.
Isn't it ending with a movie? I heard that.
It's gonna end with a movie, but the original show came out. Basically, if you talk to a single girl this entire last semester, they would have probably seen.
There was a watch party in my dorm that I chose not to go to.
I watched it because I had to watch it.
Yeah.
This was actually, I think, one of the better actually like better seasons. Like there was like some good fucking interesting drama. Like fucking Nicola, did you ever go to that watch party?
Nope.
I sent Nicola information about what the show is about, so you go to a watch party, but I guess you didn't go.
Wow.
It ended up not happening.
But it was like fucking fantastic just going throughout. It's such a bad show, but I kind of love it. It's great. So I did All's Fair.
There's a question that like brought up in my head that I've been thinking for a while, where it's like, what do you think is the most culturally significant like Amazon Prime show? Because I was having this talk with my sister, and she's like, it's gotta be The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm like, so I narrowed it down to 4 main shows: Summer I Turned Pretty,
Invincible,
The Boys, Invincible, and Has Been Hotel.
I don't. Beck put away Has Been Hotel.
No, Has Been Hotel is like one of the top shows.
Right. He is right.
He's right. Look at the stats. It is weirdly, insanely popular.
I don't want him to be right, but he is right.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like. But there's like...
Okay, Uri, I have a question for you. This isn't actually a question. This is a comment. I have seen more people wearing merch from Has Been Hotel than I have any of those other shows.
Okay, that is. Because I guess I'm thinking there's a lot of like older like shows Amazon Prime used to have like more crime shows, but this is more like the older generation, I guess.
Yeah. Like they spent like $1 billion on that Lord of the Rings show. No one's talked about it.
Nobody watched it.
I've never heard anything about it.
But yeah, but that is true because then you get like think of like just the sheer amount of memes that come out of Invincible and The Boys.
Yeah.
Just like insane amount of memes and like the fact that I think the Summer I Turned Pretty almost became like a fucking global phenomenon is kind of crazy. So the thing is, I think those 4 shows in particular, it kind of gives a thing of like an interesting branch of like film and television theory. It's like where the shows almost the fame kind of overtakes the actual quality of the shows because they kind of become ingrained in the popular culture. If you know what I'm saying, Beck.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like really interesting that like none of these shows I would think are like the best of the best of what television has to offer.
But they're like the most popular and like have had the biggest impact.
Yeah. And I think it's just really interesting,
Yeah, and I feel like that's an annoying thing about streaming where you don't get like actual numbers of how many people watch each show. So it's impossible to tell which is the most popular. But
yeah,
if I were to take a guess, I'd probably say Summer I Turned Pretty, but that's probably just because I just don't know because it's going in circles that I am not in. But I just it seems to be a very popular show.
And almost these shows kind of represent cultural moments that kind of show us what reflect back to us and what's kind of important in our current like culture media at the moment. Because like Summer I Turned Pretty had a lot of things about the idea of yearning and like relationships and like thinking like where in society do we view love right now is a reflection of how we see television shows,
Yeah.
and how that kind of views us kind of our landscape, because The Boys is also a very political show. Kind of reflects back to us, kind of our own kind of politics. I think it's just really interesting to kind of bridge that kind of gap. Let's see. Speaking of shows, which I think last episode was kind of a slow one, but I think it has the power to be one of the most impactful shows in the next few years. Pluribus. I think it's one of the best shows of the year. I think it's Vince Gilligan can cook.
Here's the one question that I have, where I saw an interview clip where Vince Gilligan was like, "Yeah, I plan for this to be 3 to 4 seasons," and for me, that felt weird for me to hear because I was kind of under the impression that she would like solve it in like season 1 or season 2. I was expecting something kind of like Severance, where kind of
Well, I think the idea is that I don't think she's going to actually solve it, Beck, because I think it'd be a little easy. I think it's a thing where you have to learn to live with it, honestly. Because I think if she solved it, that would be kind of an easy answer, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, and also like there's no way like if she somehow magically snaps her fingers and everyone goes back to normal, the world would actually explode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8 million. Like, wasn't it like 8 million people are died already?
No, like 800 million have died.
Yeah, and
That's not
also
a
it was
lot.
like, I mean, we find out in the newest episode what has been like going on with those people. So,
Yeah.
guys, the
so-
milk is a lie. The
Yeah,
milk is a lie.
it's definitely Soylent Green as people.
It's something interesting. We're gonna do more actual breakdown. This is just a review because it's my episode.
Yeah.
Next episode we'll review it more in depth. But I think it's a really right now cultural show. And if there's any like one creator, I think I would have the most faith of anyone in the television industry is probably Vince Gilligan.
Definitely.
Because consistently he's made amazing shows and like we can trust him as a creator because I don't think he's ever let like his audience ever down with either Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. And I think Rhea Seahorn, she's fantastic in this show. She's just great.
I am not seeing any Kim Wexler in her. She feels so completely unique in this.
We still haven't seen her feet yet, so.
But no, she's like so good in this show. I'm very excited for where the show is going to go. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. I think it has the potential to maybe, honestly, it could maybe overtake Severance and all 4 of the Amazon Prime shows. Maybe,
Yeah.
I think it has
I feel
the potential.
like Apple TV had the big 3. I think they were all this year also of The Studio, Severance, and then now Pluribus. Where The Studio, I did not hear too much about it when it came out. But then I took my
got Emmy buzz. Yeah.
I was in my writing for TV class this semester, and like 3 people are writing about The Studio, and I'm like, that's crazy. It's like a very popular show.
I watched I watched Wicked for Good.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, guys, such a disappointment for me. Such a disappointment.
Yeah.
Were you looking forward to it?
I was looking forward to it,
We all liked the original movie. I remember Uri even liked it.
I liked it. Did you not like the original Beck?
I thought it was. I mean, I liked it.
I remember you liked it.
I really liked it when I came out of the theater the first time, and then after a bit, it kind of wore off because I just feel like the ending kind of carries the whole movie.
I thought the ending was the weakest part.
Really?
But
I don't like Defying Gravity very much.
Damn,
no.
But the thing is,
if you don't like that part, then you just like can't fuck with the movie at all. That's kind of like the center thing that's holding it up.
Wicked for Good is such a failure for me in so many parts.
Yeah.
My biggest grievance of the movie is that they try so fucking hard to put the Dorothy stuff in, where it just does not.
There's
feel
so
like
many plot holes. It's crazy. If you think about it for more than 2 seconds, you're like, how the fuck?
It makes Dorothy's timeline seem so quick.
Yeah.
And, it just feels like Dorothy does not have a place in this thing. It doesn't matter. Why would Fiyero just join Dorothy on the journey. You know, it doesn't make sense that he would join her. Why would Bach join her? It seems like he's just going on this whole thing with
Why would they not recognize each other?
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
I also had a funny thought in the middle of the theater where it's like, so the original Wizard of Oz was all a dream. So you're telling me Dorothy randomly thought up a 4-hour gay love story between the two characters? I'm just saying.
I don't know, but I thought, you know, it was just like the characters were inconsistent because like Elphaba stops giving. She like maybe cares for like a second. Her sister is dead. Her sister's like, I'm the evil wicked
Yeah, no.
beast, but she just dies. She goes from Elphaba goes from I'm gonna be good, now I'm gonna be bad, but then like one song, I'm good again.
Yeah.
No, because she
They
runs
run
the
was
whole
wicked
song where it's like,
for
I'm
good.
never gonna do anything good again. And it's like nothing came from
And then
that.
immediately does something for Furio.
Yeah.
And so then and also it's such a long movie, and it drags so much, but then they rush the most important parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just like I don't know, it just feels like I feel like honestly they didn't maybe if it's because they poorly adapted it, but I think like honestly you really don't even need Dorothy in the story. I know that's where it comes from, but I think it's moved beyond the origins of Dorothy that you kind of didn't even need to put Dorothy in the thing. It makes it feel bloated.
Yeah.
But that's how it is in like the book and the musical.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could have moved it or else adapted better or just take it out. Um, I watched Whiplash and gave that very iconic.
We
review.
did read it out.
Yeah.
That
We
was planned for you to read it on the pod.
I did, except Beck read it before, so he already knew what it was. Like he didn't wait to read it. He read it by himself.
Yeah, sorry. I read the review when Uri watched my favorite movie, Sue Me.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to.
Damn.
I have lawyers. They're coming after you. They're coming after you. Be careful.
Damn. I better lawyer
I was
up.
still in I was in a Stephen King binge, so I watched the Green Mile and the Shawshank Redemption. Great.
I've not
movies.
seen
Both
Green
good
Mile,
movies.
but I have seen
It's
Shawshank.
really good. They're both really good movies. I love them. They're great. I think they're like good, like almost comfort movies for me. Almost a bit. They're really good. I watched a film from like a friend. Well, not even like friend, a person I knew in like college. So I just watched this movie. I watched Zootopia 2. Honestly,
I think we're going to talk about
I
that
liked
next
it.
episode, right?
You can talk about it, but I'm gonna say this. I think it was fine. I enjoyed it. It's definitely not as good as the first, and I really don't think it has anything really new to say.
That's also
But it was,
my
like,
thoughts.
fine.
It was not groundbreaking, but it was entertaining.
I
It
thought
was
it was I thought it was good.
Yeah, but it had nothing new to say that wasn't said in the original. Is kind of my thoughts on that.
That's
I
fair.
saw Knives Out, which I think I'll wait for you guys to see it when it comes to Netflix. But
Yeah.
it was,
Yep.
I think it's the weakest Knives Out installment, but Josh O'Connor is really good in it. I saw Jennifer Lawrence's and Robert Pattinson's new movie, Die My Love, and it's kind of like an A20. I think it's A24 movie. I think. But it's kind of like a motherhood kind of like movie about like motherhood. What does it mean? Like going through postpartum depression, stuff like that. I know it's kind of it's kind of it's a movie where you have to think about it a lot, and so yeah, I watched The Long Walk and The Amateur on the Plane. The Long Walk, guys, it's just a movie about guys walking until they die.
Yeah. How far do they make it in the movie? Do they say how far they make it?
Like 326 miles.
That's a lot of miles.
Wow.
Now, Uri, how many of them were fat and wearing jeans?
I don't know.
Okay, there's a letterbox review that's like, why would they show up being fat and wearing jeans, and it kind of blew up, and it was very funny. It was a very funny
Yeah.
review, and that's all.
They were wearing
Wearing
jeans.
jeans. I think we need to end this a different way because I don't know if you know this, but it is episode 150.
Yeah.
We need to.
Nicola.
Do we have any
Night at
favorite
the
movies that need to
Roxbury.
be changed?
Night at the
Oh,
Roxbury.
yeah.
Nicola.
It's 50.
Today's it's 150. I think you guys forgot. We have a list of favorite movies, each of us, and today's the only day we can change it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have written in my notes app for this moment.
No way.
Top 5. Where is it? Top
Is-
5.
I thought it was top. Is it top 5 or top 3?
Top 4.
It's top
three.
3.
Top 3. Okay.
Top 3. Well, I have top 3.
I
do have top 5
I do
just in
not need to
case.
change any of mine.
Mine is
Here's my
training.
top 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1,
Is Life of
La
Chuck.
La Land.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Big shocker, big shocker. Number 2, Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Okay.
Big
Is it Life of
shocker.
I'm going Life of Chuck, guys. I'm going Life of Chuck.
Number 3.
Uh huh.
Drum roll.
Ooh.
Whiplash.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
I'm
Which was
going-
not in your
by
top
drum
3
roll.
before, right?
That's what I meant by drum roll.
Oh.
I'm going Training Day, Truman Show, The Dark Knight.
Okay. I think that's different, right?
Maybe.
I do also want to make an adjustment to mine. Roger Rabbit stays on top, but I think I'm putting Beauty and the Beast at number 2 now. As opposed to Kung Pao, and that's gonna go off of my top 3 list now. I'm gonna go Roger Rabbit, Beauty and the Beast, and then maybe Toy Story 3. That's what I'm going with.
All right. I'm locking in number 1, Whiplash.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, Palm Springs.
Uh-huh.
And number 3. Number 3, I'm going to go with Cars 2. That's going to
No
officially
fucking way.
be on there for a year.
La La Land.
Number 3,
Jesus.
Cars 2. Lock it in
Beck,
until
you're putting-
200.
Beck, you're locking that in?
Yes.
Over
I ex-
La La Land.
Expect you to be changing your letterboxed favorite films.
Yep. Swapping it
Beck,
out.
you can't. Beck, even if it's a joke, you can't undo this.
I'm not undoing it.
no,
It's staying there.
Wow.
Wait until episode 200.
Okay,
Until
guys,
you can change that, yeah.
remember. Always use Celsius.
Please use Celsius.
We'll see you next
Thanks.
Thanks for
time.
watching.
Goodbye.
Glad that Uri's back. That's the end of the Uri Pow Pow Pow.
Pow,
Hit the graphic.
pow. Hit the
Have a good
graphic.
one.
Bye.